Mina mehitza karatia anani v'mechavia. Mina mehitza karatia anani v'mechavia. Ozi v'zimratia v'yehi li Yeshua. 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 Boker Tov, good morning. It is a sunny, hot day today. It is hopefully better air quality than it's been for the last 2 days. But here we are as we are approaching. There's no Parsha, there's no Torah reading specific to this week because the week started with Rosh Chodesh, the new month. And then the Torah readings are based on Shavuot, which is approaching at the end of the week. So I thought the teaching for today most appropriately would be preparing for Matan Torah, getting ready to receive. And so we're just a few days away from Shavuot, from Matan Torah, from giving of the Torah at Sinai. And it's easy to think that that moment is so far in the distance. But it's also easy to think of that moment as something that already happened. Like it's so far away, but also maybe it's not so far away in ancient history, but it's done. It happened already. Something in the past, a mountain long ago, people waiting, crankiness, the scene of the golden calf. Like there's so many things about the story that might make our mind say like, okay, that was. But our tradition invites us to experience it differently. Not as something that was, but something that is always about to happen. And not in the case of so many of us live our lives with all of the things that go on in them, and it's like you're always waiting for the shoe to drop. Not that kind of feeling, but kind of this anticipation of what's going to happen, but what could possibly be. So every year we enter this time of year, not just remembering Sinai, but returning to it. That raises the question for us that says, what does it mean to prepare to receive Torah? Because receiving something meaningful is not passive. It requires readiness. You got to be there in the moment. Before the Israelites stand at Sinai, they're told to prepare, to pause, to create space. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, internally, because you can't receive something if you're already full, right? You don't go and fill your gas tank if your tank is full. You only go and fill the gas tank when there's less gas than the maximum capacity. And maybe that's where we are right now. Maybe in that space just before, close enough to know something important's coming, but not fully there yet. And in those moments, in the in-between moments, those are the moments that matter. Because preparation shapes what we're about to receive. Think about it like this. Two people can hear the same words, but receive them differently. One is open, present, and ready, and the other is distracted, closed, and ready, full of their own thoughts. The difference is not in what's given, rather in what's received. So the question becomes, how do we prepare ourselves to receive something meaningful? Not just Torah, but anything that asks something of us. Maybe it begins with slowing down, creating a little space, letting go, even briefly, of the constant noise in our heads. Maybe it's in becoming a little more open, a little less certain that we already know everything we need to know. Because Torah is not just information, it's relationship. And relationship requires presence. So there's this beautiful teaching that at Sinai, every single person heard something different at the same moment, but received it in their own way. Which means you don't have to receive Torah like anyone else. You just have to be open to receive it. And maybe that's an invitation of these days, not to prepare perfectly, not to have everything figured out, but to soften up a little bit, to make space, to become just a little more open than we were before. And so the question becomes, what might you, me, we need to set down, even briefly, to create space for something else that's new? As we move closer to Shavuot, we stand again at the edge of Sinai. May we quiet the noise enough to hear. May we open ourselves up enough to receive. And may whatever we encounter in the days ahead meet us in a place of readiness, a place of presence, and a place of possibility. Because that moment is coming, and we are getting ready. We are one human family, one heart of abundant love. We love you, and we will continue to show up for one another for Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, 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 Am Yisrael Chai. Od Avinu Chai. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tonight.